You're listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marci Persky. In this installment, you know that old 50s morality? Go back another couple of decades, not so much. Also, you can have too much good news. I am recording today in my robe and fuzzy slippers.
I have fuzzy slippers on too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's good. We're the Fuzzy Slipper Club. It looks like a snow globe outside, so I'm having what we call an Uncle Ben Day. Do you know about the Uncle Ben Day?
No.
It was called an Uncle Ben Day when you didn't get out of your pajamas all day because a friend of mine's uncle was in his pajamas working from home all day, every day, and we only figured out later that Uncle Ben was always home because he wasn't agoraphobic.
I know about Uncle Ben's rice.
No, it's different. That was like the only semi-dirty joke my mother knew to tell. She would say, "What's round and white and crawls up and down your leg?" And we'd all say, "I don't know." And she'd say, "Uncle Ben's perverted rice." I don't think we even knew what that meant as kids, but she said it anyway. So,
Okay.
yeah. Then I had to go learn what perverted was, which is a changing definition.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's like watching old TV shows and going, I can't believe they just said that.
Yeah. Yeah. With one and the old TV rules about how married couples had to sleep in twin beds, and then there was the whole 1 foot on the floor thing. And since my mom died recently, I emptied out her book collection, and I took a bunch of books over here that were things I'd heard of but never read. And I read a book published, I think in 1934, John O'Hara's Appointment at Samara. I believe it's famous. He wrote a lot of books that were made into movies. Butterfield 8 was his. Pal Joey, that was the Broadway show, was his. Guys and Dolls, I think he wrote the book for. But he wrote a heck of a lot about sex in the 30s. And I kept hearing that nobody talked about sex in the 30s. These books sold millions of copies. So clearly people were talking about sex in the 30s. And then maybe in the 50s, they just shut up or started lying about it. What do you suppose happened there?
Well, I am a huge, huge fan of a writer named Damon Runyon.
Oh, sure.
And he did Guys and Dolls. That originated from one of his stories.
Okay.
Those were his characters. And like Little Miss Marker. He wrote all about, they were all mob stories. Okay.
Yeah.
Apple Annie, Pocket Full of Miracles. And all those movies were based on his stories. And they were pretty raw for that time. The kind of stuff that he wrote about. I mean, of course, when you have Shirley Temple playing Little Miss Marker, it's cleaned up a whole lot.
I would imagine, yeah. You don't want Shirley Temple to have to hear anything about you know what.
Yeah,
right.
But I discovered him, I think I was maybe 13 or something.
Oh,
He writes
racy.
very colorful characters.
Yes, I've
read.
read.
Very.
Yeah. Oh, he's wild. If people haven't read him, Damon Runyon, you should absolutely read. But John O'Hara, apparently, he was really famous in his time, and he wrote for The New Yorker, lots and lots of stories for The New Yorker, but he was an orifice, so people didn't promote him as much as they might have because he was such an orifice and a drunk. So, and a big self-promoter. And so I guess those things don't change. How much we talk about sex has changed, but we still don't like people who are orifices unless they're running for office, I suppose. Then we like them better. I can't figure it. I can't figure out how the social norms changed from a best-selling book about things that include things like, a woman wearing what she calls her whoring negligee and making an appointment to go in and have afternoon sex when they can see each other, visually, not just like get together. I can't figure out how we go from that to twin beds, foot on the floor, nobody mentions it, kids get married without having the foggiest idea. And now we're back there again, apparently. So
we're definitely headed back there on a fast train to 1950s. Like what Frankie goes to bed with the TV on.
Yeah.
Because he grew up a TV kid.
Right.
And I came to bed the other night and Leave It to Beaver was on
Oh,
my
Lord.
TV.
Oh, dear.
And I watched it for like 2 minutes. But I want to know, like, when it became okay to call kids Beaver.
Well, I think the more
What's
important question is, when did it not become not okay?
you
That's
called
more,
your kid Beaver?
yeah. I mean, nobody thought anything of it. And so when did that become a slang term? Or was it always and you just weren't allowed to admit it?
Oh, that's just too deep for me.
I can't figure it
I
out.
can't. But, it does bring back. I have to tell you, like, I have one confession
Yes.
that you just, like, threw into my brain, and hopefully it'll empty out a compartment
Okay.
for something else to
Oh,
come in.
let's get it out of there then.
But when
Roto-root it.
when I was a babysitter,
Uh-huh.
like, starting around age 12, I
Uh,
think maybe,
uh-huh.
when kids went to bed, I would go through parents' book collections
Uh-huh.
and just look for the dirty parts of the books.
I don't think you're the only one.
And I'm not talking about pictures.
No.
I'm talking about paperbacks. I can't think of titles, but I remember
Probably
like
this John
leafing
O'Hara.
through.
Probably.
I remember just leafing through really tiny print, looking for certain keywords, and then I would read that chapter.
Did you come across anything useful for your later years?
No.
Oh. Well, what's pablamy has definitely changed. I was very excited that one of my free cable channels got me Alfred Hitchcock's old mysteries.
Uh-huh.
I got so tired of women swooning into the chests of men and weeping into the chests of men and pounding their fists on the chests of men. That's all they seemed to do, was be helpless into the chests of men. And after like the fourth one, I thought, I used to like this, and now I can't even stomach it. It makes me queasy to watch all these women just collapsing against the chests of men. Like, what's so great about the chests of men?
Chests of men. Yeah, it's hard to go back and watch stuff that you once thought was really good
Yeah.
or really cool.
Yeah.
I look at old cartoons and I'm like, oh my God, we grew up watching Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner and just all this stuff. There was a lot of blood and killing in kids'
Cartoon
cartoons
blood.
back in the
So
day.
it didn't make you nauseous at that because you don't like blood. So
No, I don't like blood.
not so much. No. Mm-mm.
No, we have roadrunners and coyotes out here, and I've never seen anything from Acme falling out of the sky. I just want to say,
There are companies named Acme, and every time I see it, I wait.
I
I
know.
wait for a big anvil to drop on the truck.
Yep. Well, we don't get the trucks, but we do get the coyotes and the roadrunners.
We
And
have.
roadrunners are pretty cute, I might have to admit.
I have seen one or two when I visited you in
Yes,
environs, but at
they do not
coyotes,
say beep beep, however.
no, they don't. But we have coyote in urban Chicago now. Middle of our street, you'll see a coyote.
That's like really sad to me
Why?
because it amplifies how much we as humans are creating areas where animals used to live and roam, and now they have nowhere to go except the streets of Chicago
Oh, they have
to find
choices.
rats as big as
Oh,
dogs.
no, our coyotes have many choices. We have some lovely nature areas that are basically like a Swedish smorgasbord for coyotes in our area. They will follow you around the cemetery, though. It's called escort. I had to learn all about coyote behavior because they were scaring the crap out of me. And if you're near them where their pups are, and you're not obviously harmful to them, they do a behavior called escorting, where they kind of follow you at a distance till you leave their area. And believe me, it's very effective.
Oh, they drive my dogs just crazy, especially during rutting season. That's if anyone doesn't know what that is.
That's a John
like
O'Hara
doing it.
chapter. That's in the John
Yes,
O'Hara.
yes,
Go
yes.
look at it in there.
But we had a family of bobcats that I told you about, which has now been replaced by badgers.
Ooh. Well, what
Yeah,
happened to the
they're nasty.
bobcats? Where are the bobcats? Where
The
did all
badgers
the
ate 'em. I
bobcats
don't know.
go? Oh,
I
long
don't know if
past-
badgers eat bobcats or who would win in a cage fight between a badger and a
Oh,
bobcat.
that's a good question.
They're about the same size.
They're big, the badgers, huh?
Yeah, they're just nasty.
I don't
I
think
haven't seen them. I've only seen they modified the den where the bobcats were living.
little home improvement there, like your new faucet. How are things at your house?
So grandbaby turned 2
Oh, mazel
on
tov.
Sunday,
Nice.
and we had a birthday party planned with his little 2-year-old friends from preschool,
Hmm.
and we had a snowstorm.
Ah,
So party was postponed until tomorrow. Baby has 103 fever. I said, we'll just put all this in a closet and save it for next year. Probably won't find it till he's 18.
in your house, that's true. Tell me what kind of tchotchkes you bought for a turning 2-year-old birthday party.
He loves trucks. So we have truck-shaped plates and little bubbles that you blow from a truck and little plastic trucks that turned into transformers and
Let
all
me
that kind of
guess, you
stuff.
went online.
Oh, hell yeah. And Googled baby truck party.
There it all was, just spread out for you.
Yep. Made in China.
Yeah, stuff you can still get here, made in China.
100% tariff on Canada. It's kind of bumming me out.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm going to be flying up there in a month or so with a suitcase full of bourbon.
I love Canada.
I know.
I wish that Northern Arizona could be part of Canada.
I know this is a non-political show, but I am so dismayed about Canada. Picking a fight with Canada, it's like having somebody else break up with your boyfriend that you weren't ready to break up with, but now the damage is done. Have you had this happen? She doesn't really like you. She only likes you because you have a car and you can get her into concerts for free. And then the next thing you know, you're done with your boyfriend and you weren't ready to be done with your boyfriend. Just your friend did it for you, who's not really your friend. That's kind of how I feel about Canada and the United States right now. Somebody broke up with Canada and never asked me.
Yeah. Frankie took me to see this house, and I can't even describe it to you to give it justice, but it's made out of these huge, massive trees from Canada.
Oh.
And it's for doctors that are visiting.
Uh-huh.
And there's 5 different wings in this house. This is how big it is.
Wow.
They actually assembled it in Canada, took it all apart, and then rebuilt it up here.
Wow. Is it a giant Lincoln log house?
Yes.
Really?
It's really fancy. And even the ends, I live in a log house. The ends of our logs just look like the ends of our ends of logs.
Okay.
There's just, it's like what you put in your fireplace, only thicker.
Okay.
So on this house, the ends of these logs are probably as tall as I am. That's how big these logs are.
Wow.
And they're all cut fancy like clovers. It's not just the end of a log. It's like the end of a clover log.
Aw. Imagine having enough money that you could cut the ends of the logs that are building your house into a clover shape just because you like the shape. So are they hoping that they will attract better physicians if they have this lovely residence for them to?
I have no idea, but I have to tell you that speaking of physicians,
Yes.
I got a new one.
Oh.
And you're going to love the reason why.
You want more pain pills? What is the reason?
No.
Oh,
Those are easy to get. No, I went to the doctor while you were gone, and they told me that my blood tests came back perfect and I don't have to come back for a year.
Did this panic you?
Yes. I've never had perfect blood tests. I think that they're lying. So I printed them all out right here. And it's in little tiny letters. I printed out the results of all these blood tests and went and got a new doctor to, and tell me what's wrong, because there's no way I can be that healthy.
The news was too good.
It was too good.
Well,
I thought you'd like that.
I'm going to wait to see how this shapes up for next podcast, because the idea that your blood tests would be too good and this would panic you and send you to a new doctor, I have to say I've never heard this before. And
if the blood tests came back really bad, I wouldn't get a new doctor.
Duly noted that something's right and that's wrong. I understand.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. And if you've made it this far, we're guessing you liked it. So please recommend it to your friends and check out my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. You can get it at your neighborhood independent bookstore or that website that sells everything.